2 or 3 months ago, Chris Regan sent me out a prototype product of his, and it's the heavy cover titanium spork. Alright, you guys, if you've watched my videos, you know I'm not real super big on specs, but I'll tell you what, this thing is a whole lot thicker than a lot of the other sporks out there. I've used a Light My Fire spork for a long time. I like it a lot, but this one blows it out of the water. Right, this is, like I said, is the prototype, and I actually have another one that he sent me out of the proof batch, and I'm going to be giving this one away in a giveaway, but you're going to have to watch to the end of the video, that's right, to figure out how to get it. Alright, so to start with, nice size spoon on this thing and a full size spork, or fork, I'm sorry, fork on the end of it. You also notice it has hex holes in it and a bottle opener. Alright, bottle opener is a bottle opener. It opens bottles. I didn't think I had to show that. But what I will show you is that these holes for the hex nuts actually work really well. This is my cold steel shovel, right? And I decided to add, because I'm carrying this now, these self-tapping bolts, screws I guess they'd be, with machine heads on them. And you can see how that loosens that right up, right? And tightens it right back down. And I actually drove these in with this spork. And what this lets me do is take this thing apart and actually use it on a longer shovel handle, or take the handle off completely and use it with no handle. So, works very, very well. I'll show you, I can reef down on this. Here, I'll get it tightened up. Alright. So, pretty tight, no bending, no flaring or anything like that. So I was pretty impressed with that. Next thing I noticed is, because of the larger size and how heavy duty it is, I noticed how well it would dig. Alright. So obviously, in a pretty short time, I got a pretty decent hole right there. Right, I can use, keep going obviously, for a cat hole, drop a deuce in, right? Or we can use it for a sump pit, or we can use it to dig out to get next to a water source to try and get more water out of it if it's a real low flowing water source. Alright, so works pretty good for that. And that's not really loose dirtier, that's pretty compact. This prototype one he had polished, but the ones that are in production aren't polished, so you can see the difference. Alright, this one I haven't even used. But obviously, if you're going to use this to dig a deuce hole, don't use it to cover it back in. Or I guess you can if that's your gig, but I wouldn't. So, since it's a spork, we can use it for eating, and we can also use it for cooking. Right? So I got a Vargo bot here. I put a snare wire harness on it, and you can see how you can just hook a bail, and that works pretty darn good for getting it off the fire or whatever. Another really nice thing about it, I don't know about you guys, but I'm always looking for a place to put my spoon, my fork, whatever it is, when I'm mixing coffee or mixing food up or whatever. Because of the bottle opener on it, it leans right on the pot. Alright, pretty cool. I think it's pretty cool. So along with the eating deal, Pro Packs, I use these Mountain House Pro Packs quite a bit when I go out in the field. Plenty long enough to get down to the bottom corners of it without getting the crap all over your fingers, which is nice. The big, great big Mountain House one for 2 people, you're going to have to cut it down. MREs, another staple. Alright, I'm going to give you guys a little secret. This is a little free hint, okay? You don't have to use these tear tabs on these MREs. What I always did was take my knife, and I still do, and I cut a slit in it right here, open it up, and you can get at it a lot better, and you can see you get plenty of distance in there so you're not getting food all over your fingers. Alright, there is other things that I could do with this, but for me the big ones is that I'm always a fan of having something multi-purpose. So I can actually use it on hex nuts, I can use it to dig holes, I can use it to eat with, I can use it for a pot lifter, I can use it for a bottle holder. All in all, pretty darn good package, and the price is going to be under $25. That's a pretty good price for a titanium piece of gear, especially one that he had to have done up and sent out the prototypes for and went through all the rigmarole to get it done. I've talked to Chris a lot, and I found out how expensive this stuff really is, and I was pretty impressed that he even pulled it off. So that one I'm keeping, but this one I will be posting a review of this over at Bushcraft USA. So that's bushcraftusa.com. Come on over, and I'll probably ask you to post a picture or something of your the current eating tool that you have, and then we'll do a drawing, and I'll send you a free spork. Not too bad, huh? So check it out, and I'll also put the link down below where you can buy this spork at also. So give Chris a look.